You know, I heard recently that in San Diego, where my home is located, there's about 110,000 people that have been laid off in San Diego. And I'm sure it's similar in your town as well, maybe not quite as much if your population isn't as large. And so it seems really grim if you look at it from that perspective. And so if you're faced with that challenge here today, what I want to do is hopefully shift that perspective. You see, you've heard this before. I know you have. But do you really believe it? It's the principle that every single thing that happens in your life happens for a reason. And it's here to allow you to become more, to be more, to grow more. You see, it's in our times of crises that we have to be willing to ask the hard questions of ourselves, not the knee-jerk reactions that comes from a person who lives by external stimuli only. But an animal can do that. It takes a master, a person who rises above external stimuli and says, okay, this is a difficult time for me, potentially. But every single breakthrough is almost always preceded by a breakdown. And so if you're in that position, in any way, shape, or fashion, if you've maybe been laid off, or if you've lost your career, or you're struggling right now, then I want you to ask yourself a couple of key questions. I know they work because they've served my life so tremendously over the years. Number one, ask yourself the question, how does this serve me? Now, I know. Knee-jerk reaction is, this doesn't serve me, James. This sucks. All right, I get it. I've responded that way too. But that's where you get the opportunity to take a deep breath and go, all right, if I wanted it to serve me, how could it serve me? If you'll answer the question, it's there. Well, you know, maybe you got laid off from a job that had really outworn its welcome. Maybe you really didn't love it and you weren't passionate about it anyway. Maybe you have an opportunity to see nothing but blue horizons and unlimited potential. Maybe you have the opportunity to become more disciplined. Maybe you have the opportunity to become more focused. Maybe you can decide exactly what you love and go after that. I mean, the list is endless, isn't it? There's so many ways that it can serve you if you choose to put your focus upon it serving you, it being a gift. But you've got to dig. Second question, what can I learn from this? Now you see, there's two types of people in this world. There are winners and there are learners. And so, you know, haven't you, like me, learned some of your greatest life lessons through your difficult times? I mean, look back upon potentially that divorce. Look back upon that lost job that you had in the past. Look back upon that move that was really uncomfortable. Look back upon any of those times where it was really a stretch. And I guarantee you, in retrospect, you can say to yourself, I learned so much, I grew so much, I became so much more because of that situation, even though it was tough. Thank God for that. You see, most people are good at being grateful in retrospect, but the master is able to do that in the moment. So what can I learn from this? Maybe I'm learning more self-discipline. Maybe I'm learning to be more committed. Maybe I'm learning to be more judicious about my decisions. There's a whole list. Find them. And then finally, ask yourself the question, how can I use how I've grown and what I learned in this situation to move forward and create a better life in the future? How will I use what I've learned? How will I use this gift to move forward and create a better future in my life? I guarantee, because I've used them, and I've taught it to thousands of other people who have used those questions as well. If you really play full on, you answer the questions, you find the answers, and you apply the answers, in very short order, your heart's going to open. You're going to be grateful. You'll be in an entirely different vibration. Your 3 for 3 will shift, your thoughts, feelings, and actions. And very, very quickly, you'll start to attract new results, new people, new opportunities. You'll start to view those things, and your life will change. Please, you have two choices in a time of crisis. It's either the time that's the most miserable in your life, or it's the time that's the most magical. Choose the magic. It's there. The universe loves you. God loves you. There's a lot of people that love you, whether you know it or not, and it's all here to serve you. All you must do is accept it and apply it.